Alright, you guys, it's the one and only Mashiach Ben Joseph here again. Papa Yahweh just asked me to remake this video and show you some of what's going on in North America. And it's basically like how there's the government of Canada and America and their corporate world are basically like a little clique of rich pricks, like the government and rich people. They're like a little clique of fucking pricks that gather wealth and technology and information and then turn it against citizens for amusement because they think they're above all law and that there's never going to be consequences for what they've done. So they think they can do whatever they want to whoever they want. But this is basically what Papa Yahweh asked me to show you about the design of some of their crimes and how they made me part of one of their main rituals. To try to be like a ritual sacrifice and drive me to suicide and shit like that. Just really fucked up shit. And like, yeah, these freaks really do have mind control technology. And when you experience it, if you ever experience mind control, you'll know it. It's like, holy shit, it's so fucking gross and weird. It's like having a fucked in the head pervert whisper in your mind with technology. Just like a total schizo retard, like your typical rich prick or government employee. But anyway, so this is basically what Papa Yahweh asked me to show you again. All right, so you used to be able to go on Google Earth and measure from Dome on the Rock, Jerusalem, to the Kaaba in Mecca, and it was 666.704 nautical miles, or 767.28 miles over ground. 704 is like G0D or like God, so it's like 666 God, and then 776, 728. Now you treat that as the dimensions of a triangle, and you get 76, 7, 2, 8, and then you throw in the 666, 704, and the base becomes 322.58, which is CBB, and the height of this triangle is 647. Now you write the Latin alphabet in a circle starting at 3 o'clock, and draw a triangle. And it points to the letters C, B, H, I, and R, S, and 6 letters between, 4 letters between, and then 7 letters between. So 647 equals Chris B. So that would go with this CBB, where A is like Canada, and CBB would be the initials of a name, like Chris BB. All right? And then you take the inverted triangle and the circle and triangle, and you add them together, and you get the Star of David. All right? So altogether, you get 666.704, 76728, CBBA, which is actually 666 God, 76728, Chris BB, Canada. And that's who I am. All right? Now you take the 666 God, or the God part, and you shift the letters 2 spaces, and it becomes IQF, which is 9176. All right, so IQ 6. And 6 can also be like sex when you get into the larger numbers, like sextillion and stuff like that. So it's like IQ sex, or mind sex, which is a mind fuck. All right. Now you take the birthday, 76728, you add 9176 days, and it equals 91101. Now look at the crash times of the 4 plane crashes. Now these used to be the times for years and years and years, but they just recently changed it to 9:03:02 for the second crash. I don't know why, but whatever. So anyway, you take the times they used to list, and you sum them up, and you get 37 hours, 28 minutes, and then 1 minute and 94 seconds. All right, 37:28 is actually 2,248 minutes, and then 194 is 314, which is like the number pi. All right, 3.14. So you take 2248 divided by 3.142 pi, and it equals 715.4, which is God. All right, and the 3728 is like C728, which is like Chris 728. So with the 37 in the pi thing, the 3728 and the pi thing equals Chris 728 God. which is the same stuff as up here. All right. So they crashed all those planes in a very precise mathematical way to express my identity as God. All right. Now, I was born and raised and still live in a place called Kelowna in Canada, which is pronounced Ka-lo-lona. All right. Or K-lo-loun-a. Or clown, eh? All right. And a long time ago, my foot was like crushed and it had extreme burning nerve pains. So you'd think of being crushed and burnt on my foot. All right. Now, if you look at where the planes initially crashed was Long Island, which is shaped like a clown shoe. And they were all crushed right on the end, where all those people were crushed and burnt, like right on the end of the clown shoe. So there you go. That's basically just little stupid patterns that Papa Yahweh asked me to show you about how people like me, how these people, the little clique of rich pricks in North America, are using knowledge, information and technology and wealth to perform demonic rituals against citizens. It's just a bunch. All they're doing is expressing a bunch of mathematical patterns with people's lives and stuff like that. You know, when you think about it, like the odds of me having this identity are like impossible. It could never happen by chance. You know what I mean? So it's like basically like, yeah, this is all scripted and set up. You know? But anyway, that's basically what Papa Yahweh asked me to show you. And yeah, there's also a bunch of other patterns with the 9/11 attacks, but I didn't feel like writing it all down and everything. So, yeah, there you go.